Hey everybody. Hold on. I am having some I don't see myself up there. All right. Welcome, Fragrance Connoisseurs. We are going to get started making sure that this is going right. Tried to do something a little different as far as putting it up and showing. All right. I had some technical difficulties doing something new with the two streams, one live on YouTube, the other on Instagram. But hope everybody's in the building. I don't see any comments. If everything's okay now, please post a comment. Usually I try to make sure that this is all going well. Welcome, Nate the Great. Senator Day is Lamar by Kajal. Man, this has been a wild start. As you can see, I am on the road. I am actually out in a place, and looks like I am using the wrong camera and everything. So let's see if I can change this. All right, yeah, that looks better. You saying I'm good, but now I'm looking better in the camera that I was supposed to be using. All right, that was strange, but we've got some people here. I know that people are coming over from different streams. Realistically, when I picked today to go on live, I thought that there would be nobody else going live today, and then everybody is going on. I know that we've got um, actually Gems that went on at 7. Uh, and then I'm going on at 8, and then there's somebody else going on at 9. But hey, we're doing our thing. Again, welcome, Nate the Great. And we are Mr. Terrence. How are you doing, sir? Good to see you. Always a pleasure. Alicia, my next live will be with the fragrances that you sent, Mason Dietto. I hope I pronounced that right. But yeah, I'm working on that too. I am out and about this week. So I wanted to use this time to talk about my experience at ScentXplore. And because I had a media pass, I actually did get some interviews because I had some time to go and talk to them. And I want to get you all the information on those houses. So that is what we're doing today. King Will, welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad that you were able to catch a live stream. Well, definitely appreciate it. Definitely appreciate it. My man, Kix Griffey Jr. in the house. What's up? Good to see you. I know you got a live. I think are you doing a live with Esteban after this? It's going to be a busy Thursday, but appreciate it. Appreciate it. All right. All right. David Webster testing out my geisha cannabis. I have to look at those. I have those from ScentXplore, and I really have to check that house out. I'm definitely going to get into that soon, sooner than later. All right, guys, we got a lot of interviews that I have, and we'll get into it. Just in general, had a great experience at ScentXplore this year in 2025. Well, last year, 2025, about a month ago. I saw a lot of different people that I'd seen the year before, as far as content creators and as far as houses. Interesting enough, a lot of the houses recognized and remembered me, and we were able to generate some rapport. And because I had a media pass, I was able to then also get an opportunity to have some interviews with less people. Still, there were a lot of people in the media part of the ScentXplore, but it was a little less, and I could kind of slot some time for different people. I did 12 different interviews of houses, even some of the houses that definitely took the ScentXplore by storm. So we'll definitely go through those and get to see that as we get into it. So I'm not going to hold up. We're going to start with the first one, and that will be my guys at the House of Amarud. And we'll go through, and then if you have any questions or anything like that, we'll talk about it and then go into what the next one is. And like I said, it's about 12 interviews. So we got a lot of houses to introduce, some some that are new. So we'll start with the House of Amarud. Fragrance Connoisseurs, Charm City back. We are with my friend and buddy from Amarud, Calvin, and we're going to talk about Amarud and what's going on here. So just wanted to give this invitation for you to get more about what's going on. They got some new fragrances and they got a lot going on, and we're going to get into it. All right, we have Calvin here with Amarud. Take it away.
All right, so this year we got 2 new fragrances coming out. The first that we'll be releasing in spring of next year is Sage Infusion. It's a really nice kind of aquatic, light, herbal, wood-based fragrance. Of course, you know, we blend within everything we do.
Nice.
So this is, it has cinnamon, clary sage, vanilla, really nice balance between herbal notes and still that depth with the cinnamon as well as the oud. So that's taken the spot of golden oud for me as personal everyday wear.
Okay, so that's taking your favorite one.
Yeah, it's a real versatile fragrance. Easy all day use, multiple seasons, that type of thing. So next one we're very excited about is oud vanille. So we have some very nice sweet gourmands. We wanted to do a toasted vanilla.
Okay.
So this is a very kind of sophisticated vanilla fragrance. We've got oud, incense, oil, cinnamon in this one as well, and a juniper gin note that I think gives it some of that bitter herbal quality.
Nice.
This is a very sophisticated vanilla, toasted, not your ice cream candy kind of sweet. So this is going to be a really nice fall, cold weather fragrance, and we'll be launching probably next fall.
Oh, this one isn't launched yet?
No, neither of these are launched. These are early sneak peeks for the fragrance fan. Yeah, ScentXplore.
Oh, see, so you got it here. You got ones that haven't even come out yet.
Yep.
Nice, nice.
A sneak peek.
So is there any other ones that had just released since the last time we talked?
Since the last time we talked, you got an early sneak peek of the garden,
right?
And the virgin leather,
right?
But right now, these are the 2
new ones that are coming out.
Have ready to, that are bottled up and everything.
All right. All right, guys, we will take this one off. So that one was, of course, Amarud. They have 2 fragrances. Miss Simone, welcome. They have 2 fragrances that are coming out this year. It definitely is a nice house, and they've got a lot of fragrances. They've been around for a long time. And in this one, like I said, they have Sage Infusion, like you said, that's coming out in the spring. And they got Oud Vanille, which is coming out in the fall. Now, I did get Oud Vanille. I'm working to get Sage Infusion as well so that I can do a basically a review of that one as well. But for right now, Oud Vanille is a toasted vanilla, and I did put it as my scent of the day not too long ago. It has toasted vanilla, cinnamon, that juniper berry that gives it kind of like that gin that also takes away from any kind of overly syrupy sweetness of vanilla. It is spicy. Of course, it's blended with their oud, and he talks about that. It's a very nice fragrance and one that I paid for right there at ScentXplore. And even though it is not coming out until the fall, as far as the oud vanille, but he was selling a few bottles at ScentXplore. So it was really cool that we were able to do that. Miss Christine, welcome, welcome, welcome. And so that was a great thing that I got to have. So this is a live. We're actually live from the hotel because I'm out and about. But I wanted to give some of the interviews that I did while I was at ScentXplore with the Media Pass. So let's see if I can go through. Let's see. Rock Boy, good to see him. He said that doesn't look like me. I don't know why I didn't, but I have to get that up and understand what Dutch is saying. I don't know. Mr. Clark, welcome, sir. The only one that we've talked about so far is Amarud, and Will, we got Senator Day Cashmere Musk. Welcome, sir, as well. Get down and absolutely. Actually, I am making shorts out of the interviews, and I will be listing them. I didn't want to release them until I had the live, my close and family. You got you got family that you talk to every holiday, you talk to whenever you have a family reunion, and you drop gems to them sometimes. But for the close family, the family that comes to the lives, yeah, I wanted to go ahead and show it to you guys first. So definitely wanted to make sure you had that. Yes, ma'am, Jules, good to see you. Everybody saying hello. Also, I wanted to definitely say hello to All World Fragrances and Madden Fragrance Champ, who joined on the other side on IG. So welcome, everybody. Mr. Percy, what's good? Polos and Jays, my man. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We got James Ramsey. And then we got Fragcom is a business. Welcome, sir. The Scent Boss. Hello, praise. Welcome. And then went here by Jim's. Larry, welcome, sir. Welcome to the family, and good to see you. So we got Nate and Jim's who brought people over. Appreciate it, even though you did go long on your fragrance live. But I'm glad you brought some people over with you. And Ralph, good to see you, sir. So the next house we're going to talk to, we talked about the house of Amarud. The next house that I did an interview with is the house of Arquiste. So we'll start with that one and bring them up to the stage. Connoisseurs, and this is for Nate the Great. We are here in front of Arquiste, and I wanted to definitely get the house when we have taken a lot of the fragrances from the house and incorporated it into our collection, and wanted to get you an upfront and personal with the house of Arquiste. All right, sir, Arquiste.
Nice to meet you all. I'm Carlos Huber. I'm the creator and founder of Arquiste. And all our fragrances are evocative of a specific time and place. My background is in architecture and historic preservation, so I'm really good at historical research, and that's what I wanted to focus on for these fragrances. They tell you stories that will take you back in time, will take you across the world, from New York in the 90s to France in the 17th century, in Mexico in Aztec times. So it's a really kind of exciting journey through time and space. We're launching now here at ScentXplore our newest scent, Nocturnality. which was created with Rodrigo Flores Rue. And it's kind of a tribute to Rodrigo. It's got on top a latex and neoprene leather accord that gives you enough of like a quirky, modern feel. And then in the back, we have these beautiful sort of like ancient resins and really somber, heady woods, aloe wood, styrax, sandalwood, black pepper. It's got a really brooding quality, very smooth and at the same time very intense. So I hope you will try it out.
Nice. So we're going to get more in the house and go through some of it. I'm going to look real quick and show you the line. They've got a lot of new fragrances and a lot of things to show. And we definitely will bring more of the house, and looking forward to getting more from the House of Arquiste. Why does it keep doing that? Okay. Yeah. So definitely a great guy. I met him the year before, but this was the time that we came back. Nate the Great. I have to shout out to Nate the Great. He found the house when he found Indigo Smoke. So give credit where credit is due. Nate did find that house, and that's why I even gave him a shout out for that. He's a great guy. They make some great fragrances. Just don't put Indigo Smoke up against Royal Incense in a battle, because I will make a story that will let you know I won. But he does have a great line, his great fragrances. I know Nate is still a little bothered by the story that I used to beat him in that part of the battle that we had. But yeah, Indigo Smoke is a very unique fragrance that takes incense and apricot, and it kind of mixes that together, and it really makes something that's different that I hadn't smelled before. In fact, in a battle before, Nate utilized that fragrance, and I had to buy it within a week. So it is definitely a great fragrance, and one that I recommend that you try. It is also Nate the Great approved. So the other half of the Fragrance Connoisseurs. Novice knows what is going on, sir. So Gator, yep, everybody saying hello. Yeah, and then Nate is saying Indigo Smoke is a masterpiece. And oh, wow, Rodrigo is the nose behind John Varvatos and the head nose. Oh, I didn't know that. See, that's something I do want to get more information. I did talk to him. We're supposed to reach out and have him on the channel. So we're hoping to get more on that. We're hoping to get more on that. I don't know. I think I'm undefeated in fragrance battles right now. So I know it's like gems in fragrance court. Do you have to battle somebody when you're the champ? I don't know. I don't know. So Senate Day Assad Elixir. Oh, nice. Assad Elixir is really good. If the mayor says it's really good and it's one of their best sellers, he knows indeed John C. is one that has a lot of fragrance knowledge. I know that he is definitely in the shadows on a lot of DMs and a lot of Discords, but definitely give him a shout out. Okay, Dutch says that he wants Indigo Smoke. It's another from the house he wants to try. Think Almond Suede. Almond Suede, I actually bought Almond Suede for Christmas for Nate. So it is a nice one. Almond Suede takes kind of a smooth, buttery soft suede, so it's not harsh and over the top like leather, and that is then married with kind of like a gourmand facet of it. It almost seems like a Turkish gourmand type thing. Really nice fragrance, something that I really recommend. That's another one that I have from the house, so that's another one that I say, yeah. And we've been asking for a battle. I'll battle anybody. I'm telling you, I'll put 10 fragrances up against anybody. If you want to battle all world, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Or if you want to see me battle somebody, I ain't scared. That's all I gotta say. I ain't scared. Hey, it's all good. It's all in fun too. We like it because it gives kind of something a little bit different. So we love the fragrance battle. It brings out your ability to storytell and to show different aspects of the fragrance. So I really like that. Special shout out to Simone, wonderful, wonderful woman. I appreciate the love with the super chat or the super thanks. I think it's a super chat. I get them all mixed up, but definitely I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So he said, so what you want to do then, my guy? Okay. Maybe I missed that one, but I won't go off and not understand what that was all about. Somebody can give me the context. We will talk. Let's see. Definitely knowledgeable. I am way behind in the chat. Let's see. Hey, even Creed had to defend his title against. That's right. That's right. We'll work it. Like I said, I'll defend my title. I'll go up because it's all in fun. It's all in fun, and I think sometimes we need more. I mean, the fragrance community needs more than just here, show a bottle, and that's all you get. We're a community. I think we're family. Like there's certain people that definitely are part of my fragrance family, like Mr. Clark, like All World, like Jims. You know, Roth is inducting the family. Definitely Dutch. Dutch is low key a comedian, but he's definitely part of the family. Kicks, don't want to miss anybody. You know, Simone, Jules, Jojo, definitely a lot of people in our little fragrance community, our little fragrance family. You know, John C, definitely. So we definitely are appreciative of all of the family. So we throwing flags if you use Jesus again. Hey, I'm just telling you, in the East, the frankincense that was brought to Jesus was from the East. Royal incense, Oman luxury. That's just like I said, I'll do 10 versus 10 again. All right, hold on. We're not doing this for pink slips. We're not doing this for pink slips. Yeah, I can't set all my fragrances. You almost got me there. Yes, ma'am. God bless you. Charms reading like kicks and like I'm trying to do something a little different and go through all of it, but we're gonna get to the next one. Let's bring up the next one. The next we have is an interview with Day 3 Fragrances, so we'll bring them up right now. Day 3 Fragrances. Fragrance Connoisseurs, we are with Michael Paul and Day 3 Fragrances. My friend, I've been a fan of Day 3 for at least a year and a half now. When I first discovered them, of course, I got brought into them, but everything they have is amazing. I have at least 6 of their fragrances and looking to add to it. So I wanted to just give this brief introduction. And you know they've been on the channel before as far as me talking about the fragrances, but he's got some new things out and wanted to get a chance to talk to him. So here we go, Day 3 Fragrances. All right, sir. Tell me what you want to talk about as far as the new fragrances.
Well, we have a new release that came out last month. It's called Midnight Raspberry. It's one of my favorite new releases. This is an agarwood that we had imported from Vietnam. It's steam distilled, and it's balanced with my raspberry accord, and so it makes the oud very, very wearable and soft.
Nice.
It's an extrait de parfum, so it's long lasting. It doesn't scream, it doesn't shout. It's a nice intimate scent bubble, but it will last all day.
And sometimes, I mean, especially if you're getting that kind of fragrance, you don't necessarily need one that screams and shouts all the time. I know we all talk about beast mode, but there's a time and a place for all those fragrances, and we got to pick the right time.
Right, for sure. I think as a perfumer, it's very important to start with what you want the fragrance to smell like, and then all of those ingredients determine what the projection and the performance is going to be. So sometimes you'll ask for a perfumer to like turn up the volume on something, and it doesn't really work that way. I think what we do is we say, okay, this is exactly what I want it to smell like. And then the projection sort of is what the projection is.
Oh, wow.
So we have some things in our line that are really loud and they scream and shout, but it's because that's how I wanted them to smell.
Mhm.
And other things that are softer and more intimate. But at the end of the day, everything smells exactly the way it's supposed to.
That's wonderful. And everybody knows that I'm a fragrance geek about the science of it. And understand, because most people would think oud would be something that would always be screaming, always be loud. But it really is how you blend it, and it's more of an art, maybe, and a science.
It is how you blend it, and oud can be loud. A lot of people don't understand that oud can be taken from several different countries and several different trees and have several different batches. And so each oud smells really individual. And also, a lot of perfume companies will use an oud accord that is made out of very loud materials and ingredients. So sometimes you're smelling what a company is telling you is an oud, but it's actually like a super amber and it screams. It's very loud. And so people begin to associate oud with those really loud fragrances, whereas a natural oud can be softer and quieter,
Wow.
but also deeper and warmer.
That is wonderful. That is wonderful. So I have not heard. I did hear about it because it was everywhere, and I heard it was a great fragrance. Desert Rain. Let's talk about Desert Rain.
Desert Rain is our collaboration with Colton Dixon, and it's based on his song "Build a Boat." So Colton was telling us about this song, and he was telling us that it's inspired by the story of Noah. And he said, if I was standing in a desert and I had never seen rain before, and God told me build a boat, he said, I don't know if I would have that kind of faith to go out and just start building a boat. And so he created this song called Build a Boat. Then Colton came to us and he said, listen, I would love to do a fragrance, but I want it to smell like you're standing in the desert and the skies open up and it just begins to rain. And as luck would have it, we're actually based in Arizona. So I told him, I said, we know exactly what that smells like. So for the next few months, we would watch our phones, and whenever the weather alert came up that it was going to rain, what we did was we would shut down the lab and take out all the employees into the desert and make notes about what we were feeling and what the smells were to make it as authentic and realistic as possible. And we worked with Colton to really drill down on the details, and we're so happy with the way it came out.
That is incredible. That is incredible. And then I guess the last one, Royal Reflection, is a one that came out recently as well, right?
Royal Reflection we did as a collaboration with Megan Woods, and Megan has a song called The Truth, which hit the #1 iTunes spot in 52 different countries. 52. So it's a huge, huge song. She's a new artist, but she's really on her way up. An absolutely gorgeous voice. And Megan wanted to do something based on her song called The Truth.
Okay.
And Megan's voice and the song itself are both really timeless. And so we wanted to do something really traditional and that felt very timeless as well. So we did a rose solifleur. We used a rose from Grasse, France. It's a rose de mai. It's very soft. It has a honeyed nuance. And the fragrance itself is very rose focused. So there's not a whole lot of other things going on. We really wanted to let that high quality material speak for itself without getting in the way and interrupting it. And so what you have is a very soft, beautiful classic rose.
Nice, nice. Here we're going to go and we're going to look at all of the fragrances and let you know day 3 is actually putting a lot in their lineup, and they've got a lot to show you and to give you some different perspectives of some great fragrances. It is always a pleasure, Mr. Michael. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. How does that? Gotta work that out. Okay. So, want to say what up, Nosy. Good to see you. Always a pleasure. Nosy is another person that knows a whole lot about fragrance and a whole lot about the fragrance community, and we talk on a regular. So, shout out to Nosy. let's see. I'm gonna try to go further down and see. So I know that there were some people talking about the battle and Vin Diesel. You can be the Rock, Rock Boy. I think it was Rock Boy. It was somebody else that's talking about they'd be the Rock. Oh no, it's All World. It's talking about he could be the Rock. Just don't be the Rock in a Fast and Furious video, movie, because the Vin Diesel is going to win every time. But let's see. Yep, the black sheep of the family. That's nosy. Tell me what you want to talk about. Let's see. I didn't stop at Michael Paul's booth. Yeah, so he has some great creations. They're really unique in a lot of them. They're all kind of based on the Dominican Republic and some of his time there and some of his family that's from there. Been a really, really good. Mike Baldy looked like AI. That was probably just the camera. But anyway, we're going to try to make it down, but I am going to go into the next one. I'm going to try to be on time. We got about another 29 minutes. Let's find the next video and let's see. We'll talk about the next one will be Gentleman's Nod. What's up, fragrance connoisseurs? This is Charm City. We're here with my friend Gentleman's Nod of the house, and we're going to talk about some of his new things. Of course, he's been on the channel, and we're going to get into what he's got going on and go through all of his line one more time so that I can give you guys a good review of his fragrances so that we can get him back on the channel and talk more about some of the new things he has, and that I give my reviews on some of the new ones that I'm getting. All right, check it out. What's up, fragrance connoisseurs? Of course, I am here again with Gentleman's Nod. Here's Chris, and he's going to tell us some things about what he wants us to know, what's happening in 2025 going into 2026.
Good morning. Good morning. So this year, kind of just highlight some of our releases for this year. Mizukaze, which was in the original Musashi line, tea-based fragrance. This is the winter version. So you've got a lot of evergreen notes like fir balsam pie and some cooling notes like peppermint and rosemary, as well as even the florals are on the cooling side with lavender. Also, earlier this year, we released Courant Eternel, which is a garden aquatic, I like to call it, inspired by my very first scent memory in an actual garden that was about a half a mile from the ocean. So there's dill, basil, currant, raspberry, just kind of things that you would normally find in a garden. And then if we go over here, this was actually being released for the show, was fit before the end of the year, is on pre-sale right now for $159, will be $179 after. These are 100 ml. It's a Spanish inspired leather fragrance.
Got it.
Very beautiful. The notes are here. And then also new this year, Sadama X. Many of you may be familiar with Sadama, which was a 2023 Art and Olfaction finalist. We took Sadama and really boosted the chocolate notes in there. Also brought in some chili pepper. So think of like the Central American drinking chocolate. So chocolate, chili pepper, a little bit of vanillic elements from benzoin. And also bumped up, it's fairly boozy as well. So that's what we have new for this year.
Nice. So what do you what's your outlook like for next year? Definitely I'm gonna order the Toro Bravo because it's being shipped out, and definitely I'm gonna bring that to the channel and some of the new ones. What's next year looking like for you?
So as far as next year goes, we do have one planned again in this the line with the tea fragrances. So that'll be coming out. Essentially what we did is this will be the fourth one. So we're doing them almost seasonally. So you've got winter. Kensei was a little bit spicy, a little bit darker. That is the fall version. Musashi, the original, is the spring version. So we're going to be doing the summer version, which will be very different. So we think of notes like cherry, and the tea will be probably most likely matcha. So
That'd be
very
interesting.
different combination. So that's for sure planned for next year. as well as more kind of elevated line fragrances like this.
And will the new elevated lines be all 100 mils or?
They will likely be larger, yes, the 100 mil. This is 100 mil. These are all 50.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we got a lot to talk about. I'm going to get into these fragrances. I'm going to order some, and we will have Gentleman's Nod back on the channel. Looking forward to it. Take care, Fragrance Connoisseurs.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah. So Gentleman's Nod, I met him last year and I bought Damascus. That was the first one that I bought from him. And we hit it off. I thought it was a great fragrance. We actually did a live and went through some of his other fragrances. I did buy Toro Bravo. Hopefully it's already at the house and I will see when I get back home. But we'll definitely talk about that as well. I did talk to Max Forte and his son, and they did kind of announce that maybe it would be in November. But I guess, Ralph, now you're saying that is true, that's what's going to happen. So that's interesting. And yep, Scent Boss added Toro Bravo. It was a great leather fragrance. I love leather fragrances, but I love a lot of fragrances, a lot of types of fragrances anyway. But yeah, that one was pretty nice, and I did order that at ScentXplore. It was pre-ordered, so it is coming down now. Like I said, hopefully some people have already started getting their fragrances, so I'm looking forward to it being there when I get back. We're gonna next. I want to go into a house that got a lot of hype. And that is the House of Cosmo. The big thing about the House of Cosmo is that they actually went live and started their debut at ScentXplore. So they basically opened up for everybody at ScentXplore, and they got a lot of hype. I know Jim's bought fragrances. I bought fragrances. I think Sensually Explicit actually brought us over there to look at the house because I hadn't seen them yet. But he was the one that introduced us to the house. Shout out to Sensual Explicit. But it was a house that made a lot of noise. And I know a lot of people bought their fragrances. They sold out of everything they had. In January, they talked about, I'm talking to them to actually bring them on the channel. And their discovery set is actually coming out for that, as far as their discovery set with all of their new fragrances coming out. So we're going to feature that on the channel. But right now, I will give you the House of Cosmo. It's Connoisseur, Charm City again. We're at the House of Cosmo. This is the house that is getting all the hype this year. And I wanted you to get your nose on it, but also for me to give you an introduction. So we're going to talk to some of the people from the House of Cosmo, and we're going to go right now. Get into it. What's up, Fragrance Connoisseurs? We are here with the House of Cosmo, and introduce yourselves.
Hello, we're the House of Cosmo. I'm Jordan, Emily. Yes, and we are so excited to be here at ScentXplore this year.
House of Cosmo has been getting a lot of hype this year. We got a lot of people coming, and I've already gotten one of their 10 mLs, but we're going to get more when their discovery set comes out in January. But I wanted them to talk about some of the big sellers or some of the big fragrances that you guys have coming out.
Absolutely. I mean, I would say that our fragrance here, New Eden, is, we're sold out already at the show.
Wow.
It's based around if humanity was to land on a new planet for the first time, as you step off and experience like the new environment, what you might be hit with the foliage, the sweetness in the air. And this one, the projection and the lasting power is unbelievable. Yeah, it's beautiful.
It moves with you.
Exactly.
You get you catch whiffs of it. It's
Right.
Yes, it's a crowd pleaser for sure, and one that like I get stopped when I wear it all the time. And people have to know what we're wearing. So
Right.
yeah, so New Eden for sure has been one of our most popular. And you purchased the
Crimson Aura,
Crimson Aura.
which is a black cherry, and it is amazing. I sprayed it on skin, and it was from. I still smelled it in the morning. So I sprayed it on skin at like about 5 o'clock, and I still smelled it in the morning. So that was incredible.
Yes, and this one is like as it dries down, it's just something special. And this was actually one that we didn't initially have in our lineup, but when we got this back, it was like we have to find a place for it because it was a 10 out of 10, and
Definitely.
you know people are
It's
agreeing.
what it would feel like to be bathing in the sun's aura. That's kind of the best way we can describe it. It's beautiful.
Yeah, a little spicy.
It is.
Absolutely.
A lot of people, and they love it. Not just love it, they love it.
Yeah.
That is definitely good.
And then maybe another one that I would grab is our Polaris. And
Okay.
when you think about the North Star, and you think about the North Star is always there. It's constant, and this is that we wanted to have a fragrance that at any day, anytime, anybody can grab, and you're gonna feel like you've got this designer fresh. At any moment, the Polaris is there for you, and this had an amazing response to Polaris also. Yeah, just like a great one for the gym bag or just to like throw on any time of the day.
So that's like the signature scent that you guys are talking about.
Yeah, I would
I'd say it's a pretty universal. Like people love it, they would go to it.
yeah.
It's easy grab.
Yeah,
You know.
and it's like, everybody has their preferences, but this is one that's just inviting for everybody. Yeah, yeah. So,
I also love this one too.
It's Nova?
Right here, this one's Nova.
Mhm.
And it has a starburst note, like a little bit of melon. It's a little sweet to start, but it dries down and it's really nice.
Yeah.
Really nice. I love
yeah, I feel like as the day was wearing on and people were revisiting,
Mhm.
like there were maybe some other initial grabbers, and then people were coming back around like, what is this Nova? What is this Nova? And picking up a Nova also in that 10 ml. And so this is like an exciting one where it's like, it also grows on you, because at first you're not sure if it's too sweet, but it's as it dries down, you're like, oh, this has more depth to it than I thought. So
Nice.
yeah, I mean, we have a couple oody and like deeper. That's our dark matter.
Dark matter
Yeah.
element.
Yeah, our element is,
menthol to start.
yeah,
The
that
dry down really nice. Yes. It
Yeah.
changes. This one changes. That's why we have the delta symbol right here.
Mhm.
Symbol for change. It changes. And so it kind of hits you at first when you get that menthol. And then as it dries down, you give it a few minutes and it changes.
And then even as it mixes with your chemistry, kind
Yeah.
of throughout the day, you're like, ooh, I'm getting a little something different. That's how the girl who came by, she's like, holy cow, I knew I loved Element, but like after wearing it for a full day, I'm obsessed. I need the full bottle. So
And this one is not available right now, right?
Element,
It's available. We're just sold out of.
yeah,
Oh,
we're
that's-
sold
This
out of
one's
it.
under development. All right.
So this dark matter is
Okay.
under development. So
Okay.
this was we felt proud enough of it to bring it to the show, but this might change. So we only have like a very small batch of the dark matter. Because it's still kind of under
Under
development.
development?
But yeah, the element is locked in, and we do
Okay.
have this. We deserve it.
Nice. Okay. So I think you said January you're gonna have a full discovery set that comes out.
Yeah, so January, our discovery set will come out, and that way everyone can get the full flavor of the 8 fragrances that we have launched with. And
Nice. So Fragrance Connoisseurs, we're gonna try to get that discovery set and do a video live with discovery set. I'm gonna reach out to House of Cosmos and we can see how we can bring them on the show if they're available and willing, and we can go through it because we really need to get our nose on this house. So, introduction to the House of Cosmos, to the Fragrance Connoisseurs. We'll be in touch and talk more about this house. So yeah, that they were kind of one of the big hits from ScentXplore this year. Also RDZ, which we'll talk about as well. I have 12 interviews. We might have to break this up into 2 different ones. Christine Coyote says she doesn't want her fragrances to last that long. Fist of the North Star is a great anime classic. I actually am an anime fan. You would not believe it, but I probably watch more anime than most people. And definitely Fist of the North Star, along with what is it, Akira, not Akira like I used to think it was spelled, but Acura. In another big classic as far as anime. So I am also someone that likes my fragrances to hang around. Nate goes overboard with it. Nate, when he says 20 sprays minimum, he is not joking. I would call him the king of overspray, but we know there's one person that sprays even more than that. So definitely going in. We're going to go ahead and go to the next video just for sake of time. Let's see. Let's talk. We'll go to the Maison du Roc. I will do it correctly. This house was a house that was originally introduced to me by Dedrick. Dedrick had gotten his nose on the house through So Avant-Garde, and he actually had their leather fragrance, and I bought that from So Avant-Garde when there was a 30% off sale. And here is that house. It was a new house, and this was their first time at ScentXplore. Fragrance connoisseurs, we are at Maison du Roc. One fragrance that I did pick up earlier this year, and they were at ScentXplore. So I wanted to get more information so I could get this information out to you as we go and talk about the fragrances of Maison du Roc. All right, fragrance connoisseurs, we're going to introduce Maison du Roc.
Hi everyone, I'm Raquel. I'm the founder of Maison du Roc. I'm here with Charm. We're going to talk about the collection. So first we'll start with Crepuscule. Crepuscule is a rose-based scent. There's some raspberry, there's some lychee, so it gives it that tardiness. There's a bit of oud and dark woods. One thing about our fragrances is we use some of the highest quality of raw materials you will come across in the industry. So everything that you're smelling is very raw, it's very elegant, it's very earthy, it's timeless. Moving over to Bois Secret, this is an oud butter based scent. So it really elevates oud in a different direction that you wouldn't normally find. A lot of the other ouds out there are, sharing the same profile of oud. It's a very Middle Eastern scent. This kind of introduces it to the Western world in a very commercial way. And one thing about our fragrances is they're all extrait de parfums, anywhere between 32 and 35% concentrated. So the performance is 8+ hours, really high quality, and that's one thing that we're very proud of, and we focus on. Moving over to Ylang d'Or. This is an Ylang base set. There is some jasmine sambac, there's tuberose absolute, there's Sichuan pepper, so you have a bit of that kick. There's cardamom, there's a bit of clove in there, so it has a very timeless, elegant, feel to it. What we did here was we wanted to take Ylang, which is a vintage, more nostalgic base note, and bring it to the modern era. So you have all these various raw materials coming together and bringing Ylang into a contemporary lens.
All right.
Last one is Mousse Cuir. Mousse Cuir is a velvet suede leather-based scent. So what you have here is taking sandalwood and bringing it into a different direction. A lot of the other sandalwoods out there are layered with iris, violet, cardamom, and they all have a profile similar to Santal 33 by Le Labo. Here you have something that goes in a very different direction. We took sandalwood, we're bringing the raw material to life by layering it with various types of macchiato accords, leather, bran absolute. So it gives it this creamy, milky flavor. As I mentioned, all of our fragrances are extrait de parfums. Crepuscule, I worked with Richard Airpin on this. Richard is the creator of Food Wood by Tom Ford. He's also made Patchouli Absolute, really exceptional perfumer. The other three, Bois Sacré, Lilang d'Or, and Mousse de Cuir are all made by Julie Massé. Julie is the creator of C by Giorgio Armani. She's also made 3 of the bestsellers for Armani Privé, if you know that collection. I hope you enjoy our brand. Come try our collection. We're at ScentXplore. You could also find us on our website, maisonduroc.com, as well as on Instagram.
Thank you. So that is a house that's been around, I think they said, for 3 years now. And I guess it's all world. Yeah, Ylang instead of it. Yeah, I don't know. But of course, she was very proper in her speech. But they are a new up and coming house. Really nice blends. I was really impressed with their leather fragrance Mousse de Cuir, and I really did like that a lot. So it was an interesting time to see them. Going to get some more from the house. I don't know if they have any discovery sets. They didn't talk about that when we were talking, so wanted to find out some more. So in going over to the next one is RDZ. They are from Philly, and they got a lot of hype this year as well. They did make a fragrance that was signed by the owner of RDZ and also signed by Max Forte, and that was Passion. And basically all of them have something that is basically from either Philly or Puerto Rico. So that is something very interesting that helped them out. Boss, yeah, Mousse de Cuir is really nice. I like that, and it's a really good fragrance. So here we have RDZ. Connoisseurs, Charm City. We are here with a brand that is getting a lot of noise, has a lot of energy. Let's try to do my Spanish. Ellos viven en Philly, pero son de Puerto Rico también. So they are great and like a lot of their things. And I wanted to introduce you to the house and to have them come through and kind of explain some of their new stuff and what they're doing. Hopefully we can get them on the channel sometime early next year. All right, Fragrance Connoisseurs, we are here. Introduce yourself and give me some of the house.
Yeah, for sure. Alex for RDZ Parfums. We're the first niche fragrance house from Puerto Rico. We're based in Philadelphia, PA. So all of our fragrances pay homage to our landscapes, Puerto Rico and Philadelphia. Puerto Rico side of the fragrances are more tropical, lively, airy fragrances, aquatic. And then the Philadelphia side is like more robust, darker scents, but really modern. Super dope. All extrait de parfum are 100 ml.
Nice. Let's go with the one that's a ScentXplore one.
The ScentXplore exclusive. Passion, actually inspired by a really famous drink in Puerto Rico called Pasoa. It's a passion fruit liqueur, and this fragrance, it's a lot of passion fruit, tangerine, orange, green apple, rum. It's a beautiful fragrance. It's an intoxicating fragrance, an addicting fragrance. You're definitely gonna get confidence with that.
And we got to talk about the next one, and then we'll do more later.
Capicu. Capicu, inspired by the domino game that we play in Puerto Rico. At the end of the match, when you're gonna win on either side of the table, it's called a Capicu. And we went ahead and put that ambience in a bottle. My childhood memories of me seeing the individuals, older folks play around me. They had their whiskey, their cognac, their coffee, their tobacco, and their cocaine to keep up for the tournament. So we actually put those elements in the bottle. So right now it's been the top seller here at ScentXplore, and we're super excited.
It is definitely a great one that I'm going to get part of my collection. We appreciate it, man. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
All right, we're having film slander in here with a Motorola Razr flip phone. Actually, it was a Pocket 3, but and I had to do a lot of things to try to take out the background noise. If you can see, we tried to denoise it. It didn't work 100%, but you would not imagine how much noise was actually there. So it was very loud, and I had to do a lot of things to try to get that out. But hey, it is what it is. Yeah. So let's jump into another one. Let's see. I'll go through which ones, and then you guys tell me what you want to hear, and we can finish the rest at another time. So I have the House of Ira. I have Mayo Fushini, yeah, Mayo Fushini. I have Une Nui Nomad, and then I have Uniki Luxury. So those are the 4 interviews that I haven't played yet, and definitely we could look at that. Christine, you did hear that he said that it was a synthetic cocaine accord. So he did say cocaine, and he's talking about the game of dominoes, and when they win, they say kapuku. But he said growing up that he had the experience, and so he put in the notes and accords that he remembered as a scent memory, and cocaine was part of that he said his uncles did while they played. Hey, I don't know. It really was a nice fragrance. I actually did buy it. I don't know what smoke like cocaine smells like. So synthetic or real, I don't know what cocaine smells like. But to me, this one is kind of Daniel Hosier is the actual perfumer for it. And to me, it smells a little like amber tobacco. Okay, so it's in that kind of mode. I didn't really realize that until I took it home and started really kind of sitting with the fragrance, because the opening is a little different than amber tobacco. But when it dries down, it goes into that amber tobacco kind of well. But it is a really nice fragrance. Actually, out of the fragrances that I smelled from the house, that was the one I actually liked the most. So it was nice. And Daniel Hosier is a great perfumer, so I thought that was good. Let's see. No, so I haven't heard. Oh, hold on. The House of Vasconian. I haven't heard of them. I have to check them out. So I haven't seen anybody, or if I'm way behind. Yeah, I haven't even seen. So thinking, let's go with Mayo Fushini. I actually did 2 interviews from him, and this was one of the people that I really came to see. So I was really excited about him being there. So we go with Mayo Fushini. Fragrance Connoisseurs, we are at a house that I had to come see, Mayo Fushini, and we're going to talk to him about his fragrances, what he's got going on. So excited that he came up to ScentXplore this year, and we're going to get right into it. There you go.
Hello everyone, I am Mel Fushuni, nose and founder of Mel Fushuni Parfum. I am very happy to see you in New York for the first time for us in ScentXplore. And here there is our collection, and it's our life around travel around the world, and the research inside us. If you want, we can discover some fragrances together. And for me, we can start with this one. Is a Prima Nota di Viaggio, Ride Passage. Is the new reedition of this one, because I released this in 2010. And this year, after 15 years, I released the new edition. What changed on this new edition? I think wow, I love this new edition because it's more elegant, more sophisticated than the first one edition. I love because I come back in Istanbul with my mind, but I searched to find in this new recipe the elegance of the new signature of Mel Fushuni with sour smoky notes, it combine very well, I think, with the saffron and the cinnamon. The earth very, very warm, and the base woody, warm, incense, and spicy.
Let's see that. Oh yeah, that's nice. That's really nice. The spices come out really well in this one.
So another fragrance that I would like to discover with you is Isola. Is our first citrus perfume, and tell about a special summer that we lived in 2023. In the same summer, we went to Sicily, my childhood roots, and Japan. So Isola is the mix, the perfume mix with lemon from my Sicily and yuzu from Japan in sparkling freshness and joyless fragrance for you.
That's really nice. I remember Marcelo, the niche fragrance collector. He was talking about this one.
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah.
So, last one. Last one.
Yeah, sure.
I would actually share with you one of my favorite fragrances of our collection, and the perfume is a last season.
Okay.
Tell about a special journey in Sweden that me and Frederica went some years ago. And this perfume is like a forest after the rain. Here in this perfume, we can feel the real connection between man and nature. Rock moss, foodie notes, animal notes, Baltic Sea notes. You can find everything. The wild expression of nature.
Oh wow. That's a really deep fragrance. I like that a lot.
So thank you so much, and please discover our life and this collection. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hello everyone. I am very glad to meet you in New York. And so a little song, it's a fragrance very important for me. We released this fragrance in 2017. And tell about the time that passed away, the time that I spent during the phase of creation, and maybe tell about also my melancholy and my solitude during this moment of creation. And in this perfume, there is a very important and means raw material, and is tobacco, rose, and coffee. And you can explain. I would like to explain this fragrance with these different raw material, because I drink coffee and I told the time. I told the people that now in my life there is more. And smoke cigarette, and you put in the tray, and the strong and scent come in your nose, and you reflect about the life. I love this fragrance because I think it's important self-portrait of myself, and I think all people is understanding this, and for this I love this fragrance, and it's important when the people want to explain this for me. I love it. It's very important for me. For me, it's no only a fragrance, but it's a strong signature of my life and also of my work.
It's a wonderful fragrance. This was
Thank
the
you so
first one that I got in Little Song, and it definitely, the tobacco, the coffee, and the rose really speaks to me. It's really a great blended fragrance.
And also, my friends, it's a different coffee, because usually the perfumer use the sweet coffee, but this coffee is very bitter. Because for me, it's very important to use this quality of coffee, Arabic coffee, very bitter, because is the example for me for displaying some moments of our life.
Absolutely.
The life is sometimes better, sometimes it's very hard. And during the path of creation of this fragrance, I felt the very dark and different moment in my life.
Wow. So, as I always say, every scent tells a story, and here's the story behind Little Song. we're going to get more into Mayo Fushini and some of his other fragrances, and we'll have another basic second sequel to this. All right. Take care, Fragrance Connoisseur.
Thank you. Thank you so
So he was really a great guy. He is eclectic, but some interesting things about Mayo Fushini, and Giuseppe is his name. The interesting thing about Mayo Fushini is that a lot of his earlier fragrances were dark, and he was saying that he was living in a dark period in his life, as far as mentally, as far as relationships, and even being out in the public, so that he had his fragrances mirror his life. And now he's in a much better place, and so his fragrances are lighter sometimes and more open, but he has a lot of depth in his fragrances. They're really nice. So that's something that was very interesting that I found. He does have some nice hats and frames. He is a little eclectic, but yeah, it was really interesting. Little Song, the first fragrance that I got from Mayo Fushini, was so different, even though it had some similar notes like rose, coffee, and things like that. But it was so different as far as something that I'd never experienced before. And it had a lot of depth and complexity to it. And I really, really liked that a lot. I will be getting more into his fragrances. I think they're getting more available in the United States. A lot of times you could only get them from a few places and they were hard to find, but I'm hoping to get more into that. We'll close out and maybe do one more, but I will be releasing these and letting them go as shorts, or somehow releasing them separately. I know shorts have to be under like 3 minutes or something like that, but we will be releasing them on Instagram and on YouTube Shorts, and we'll get those out. We will go with the House of Ira. He does look like he was at Woodstock, but it would have been the Italian Woodstock or something like that. What's up, Fragrance Connoisseurs? We are here with the House of Ira, and I just wanted to give you an interview with Samir so that we can try to see what's new. She's going to hook me up and give me what's new that they're working on, and we're going to see what's in. And of course, we're going to go over the original lineup and what's there, but looking forward to it. Come on.
We have two things over here.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, hold on. Can you record? I want to do that. So we have two over here. We have 4 and 2. I'm gonna start you with 2.
Okay. And what's this one?
I can't tell.
But you said
It's something new.
okay, but it's 2. This is number 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay. This is kind of like a clean, fresh fragrance, but it smells like it's got jasmine in it. No? Huh?
Yes. You're really good.
Oh, but this is nice. This is a nice floral fragrance. Okay.
Yeah.
And then this is number 4. All right. Now this one is a little more mysterious.
Yes.
Mm. I cannot place that one right now, but it's very nice.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a soft floral, but it's mixed and blended with a lot of other things.
It is a soft floral.
Yeah.
That is a hint. It is a soft floral. This will come out in May.
Come out in May. Number 4 will come out in May. 4 comes out in May.
We're trying to decide between 2 and 4. And whichever one that people go with the most, that's what we're gonna go.
Okay, so you're doing kind of basically
I'm gonna let them.
survey right now. Okay.
I love them. And I'm like, whatever the people want, that's what this smell is. I want everybody to be part of the process. but you have to tell me. So put them together.
Okay. Oh, put them like this.
Like smell them together, like layer it together. Right. It gets a little full.
Oh wow. Okay. That's nice.
That's an option too.
Where you gonna like put in one bottle?
Yeah. I like it like that. Yeah.
I like it like that too, because then it gives you a nice balance of the jasmine, because jasmine always comes off really, really dominant.
Yeah.
But this is beautiful.
Now.
These are really nice. These are really nice. So just for everybody, talk about the fragrances that you already have as well. But we know these are coming out. We're gonna work on these. Right now, I say 4
Okay.
is my favorite, but I love jasmine too.
Okay.
But yeah, I keep calling it number 2. I love 2 and 4. But what else do you want to feature? So for the channel?
We have something else coming out maybe in November.
Okay.
I don't have mods for that yet, but we kicked up a meeting yesterday with Feminish.
Okay.
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
All right. All right, fragrance connoisseurs. We're gonna get more from the House of Ira, but this is just a sneak preview on what is coming up. All right, peace. All right, yeah, that was some new things that she's coming out with. She is really taking fragrance community by storm. She was added to Fragrance Foundation. She went overseas and did not only ScentXplore, but she had her own booth. So she was one of the people that had their own booth at ScentXplore, especially being a minority fragrance house or owner. That was something that was really nice. I didn't get an interview, but City Rhythm was there as well. And then the Elemental was there as far as Black fragrance houses, and Q was there. I think those are the ones that come off right now. Yeah, she didn't want to kind of tell what it was, and I was pulling out some of the notes, and I tried to not say anything about number 4 because she really didn't want me to start saying what notes I smelled, since it had not come out officially yet. Not a mysterious brand per se. She is a new brand, but she is doing a lot. Her presentation, her logistics, her bottles, her boxes is all top notch. She has a really good commercial and advertising and marketing firm that is working for her. It really is top notch. If you don't know about the House of Ira, I would say check it out. She's not cheap. She's not super high niche luxury, but you're not gonna get her bottles for like 200 and less. I think her fragrances will go anywhere between $300 and $350. But she does have decants and samples that you can get. So it is worth a sniff. It's really nice house. I had her on a live last year. We will be putting her channel, well, her fragrances and her house back on live sometime this year as well, when she's releasing some of those new fragrances. So that was really good. Never explored City Rhythms yet. Yeah, I have one from City Rhythms. I think I have Miami Tropical Confessions. That's the only one I have from City Rhythms. I really like Austin. I like Manhattan, but Austin seems like a better blended version of Manhattan. They both feature like tobacco and boozy nature to them, if I remember correctly. But yeah, there are a couple of fragrances that everybody talks about from the house, and I only own the one. The Miami Tropical Confessions is a nice warm weather fragrance. Let's see. I think I have a couple more, but let's see. I did Mayo Frasini. Yeah, I have a couple more. I will be releasing all of these. Let's see. We'll do Unique E Luxury. It needs
Fragrance
to-
connoisseurs. Just had Turkish Delight, but it's great. We're in front of Unique Luxury, and definitely a house that I have a lot of admiration for. I have a lot from the brand, but wanted to talk to you and give you just a brief introduction of Unique Luxury and what's going on. They have a new fragrance, and we're looking forward to seeing more from the house. All right. All right, fragrance connoisseurs, we've got the house Unique Luxury, and we'll have them introduce.
Hello guys, I'm the owner of the Unique Luxury. I'm Serhat. I want to explain something about our new release. This is the Dolcezza. It's an Italian name. It means the sweetheart. You are my sweetheart.
Oh,
It's sweet. And this Dolcezza is the actual DNA. Very strong, you know. We say our nickname in the world is the nuclear bomb. You know, all our collection is very strong.
definitely.
And yeah, and our concentration starts minimum 35, between 41, you know. And for the Dolcezza, it has the coconut milk in the ingredients, coconut milk, cacao, coconut milk, condensed milk, praline,
Nice.
pimento, like chili pepper,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm trying to remember the others. Jasmine, olibanum, vanilla, amber, musk.
Nice.
Like that. It's very strong. Longevity is very high, precise. Its silage is very good. I hope you will like it.
Sure, they definitely will. There's a lot that I have from the house, as everybody knows from the channel, but I'm gonna go by and show you just some of the brand. They're getting some new bottles for some of them, which is really nice. You see right there, Crush on Me comes in a red bottle now. And there we go. So guys, hopefully we can get more from the house, and we'll talk to you later.
So yeah, Unique Luxury is a nice house that I have several. I think I have 8 or 9 from Unique Luxury. Katai and Beverly Hills exclusive. I know there are some different pronunciations of Katai, but I did talk to the owner. It is named after his son, so it is Kutai. Just wanted to let everybody know. I do have Mangonificent. I think it's Mangonificent, but I do have, this house is Unique Luxury. That's the house of Unique Luxury. I like Katai. I like Crush on Me. I like Marshmallow. Beverly Hills exclusive is nice. I did buy Dolcezza, so I do have that one now as well. I have, what else do I have? I have most of them. Ismir. I can't even think of some of the other names too. But I really do like that house, and they have some great things, and they last forever. Don't put them on clothes because it will never come off. So just want to let you know about that. Istanbul. Yeah, I have Istanbul too. Istanbul was pretty interesting in that one. Thank you for that. Yeah, Istanbul was pretty interesting. When I first got it, it was really light, but then it darkened as it macerated and matured, which was interesting to see. And actually, I liked it better as it matured. But when I first got it, it was pretty light in color. It darkened up. Excuse me, but also light just in general as far as the scent profile. But it did get better and stuff like that. But yeah, good house. I don't have Barrel, but I do have some of the other ones. Yeah, I really like the house Unique Luxury. All right, guys, I think this will be the last one I have, and that's Une Nuit Nomade. So I think I am looking through and making sure I did all of the other ones. Yep, so this will be the last house, and we'll close out after this. Une Nuit Nomade.
Fragrance connoisseurs, we are at Une Nuit Nomade.
And my man, Philip, I basically met him last year in person. He's a wonderful guy. I have a lot of Une Nuit Nomad fragrances, and I wanted to show you some things because he's got some things going on with a new bottle presentation and also with what's going on with his fragrances. So come on and get with me so we talk to Philippe at Une Nuit Nomad. All right, fragrance connoisseurs, here we go. Une Nuit Nomad.
Hey, hello to all the community. Very happy just for this new encounter together. 1 year ago, it was quite a big pleasure. I know that I'm talking to passionate people. We are all, because if it was not the case, we won't be at ScentXplore. Yeah, we have a quite new info for 2026. We have decided just to level up our Eau de Parfum collection, the main one, the first that we have explored. So the big change gonna be on the labels itself, because we have decided just to change from the small peppery ones just for the harmonization of the whole collection with a blue and gold metal, which is definitely the color cause of the brand. But the twist on the new labels is that on the back of the bottle, you're gonna have the illustration, which is dedicated to all the fragrances. So for each bottle, for each fragrance, there will be a dedicated illustration, plus the new dark blue cork with the logo of the brand new NN Une Nuit Nomade, still magnetic. So I hope that you will love that change, because for us it's a big change, but I think that it's gonna get a more luxury into the collection, and God make the red link with the Extrait de Voyage collection, which is still dark and blue and the gold. So I hope that it's gonna be well received by all of you. It's all what we do for that.
I can tell you guys, and we'll look at it now, these look amazing. So definitely it's a new look. The bottle size is still the same, and it's going to more match the blue color, matches with his other fragrances now, the Extrait de Voyage. So we are looking at Une Nuit Nomad doing some great things. We really appreciate talking to you, Philippe. I gotta get you on the channel. We're gonna have to work something out so that I can get more people to understand such great fragrances. And also, your fragrances tell such great stories.
Thank you.
That is really the great thing about it, because every scent that has a story behind it, I think there's more passion, there's more emotion to it. And this is a really great house that I want everybody to experience. Got to get your nose on it. Got to understand more about the house of Une Nuit Nomad. Yeah, all right, guys. That one was really great. Hey, Scent Bubble, welcome, sir. And not so much in that he actually had a lot of new fragrances. He actually did a revamp and a renovation of his continuing fragrances. However, he does have some new fragrances coming out, and he let me smell them. I didn't want to talk about them, and because he didn't want to talk about it just yet, but some interesting notes that he's putting together, some interesting accords. We definitely will talk to him again, and when those new fragrances come out. But he's got some fresh fragrances that are coming out in the spring, and I have going to get back in touch with him. Looking forward to that, because he's using some notes that we will see are not notes that everybody's using. So it's not going to be like the normal rose note or normal oud or things like that. He's using some really interesting notes and going to get some unique scent profiles out. So that is something really great. Those are the interviews I did. As you can see, I was busy doing ScentXplore because I was taking some time to get some from the house's perspective. I know a lot of times you hear us as fragrance influencers, and we give you our perspective and our basic interpretation of a fragrance, but it's really good to see the house and the owner's perspective. Sometimes the owner is actually the perfumer, sometimes they're not. If you saw in the Mayo Fushini video, that was Christian Provenzano who walked by. which he was around and we got to talk to him as well. There were a lot of people that we did, and hope you enjoyed all of the interviews. Looking to do more next year. Definitely planning on going. I did see the text that Rob put in that it probably will be in November this year. Hopefully it will be at a time that everybody can come together. Sometimes right before Thanksgiving is a bad time, but we'll see how everything goes. Again, I will release all of these as shorts or something to that nature, depending on how long they are. But we will do some house introductions that will be released on Instagram and on YouTube Shorts. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Had a lot of fun making it. Got to smell a lot of fragrances. Got to meet a lot of fragrance houses. And it was really good to be there again and even have people who recognized me from the year before. So we will end on a song that we'll do this song. But yeah, this is another song that kind of came from me just sitting around with so otherwise, we will leave on that. Hope you enjoyed the video. Take care. God bless.
Cologne hit the air, chemistry so rare. Ladies clutching pearls, catching my snare. Fern and cedar whispers, secrets in a bottle. She follow every step like a model, full throttle. Sip my bourbon slow, keys caressing souls. Guitar strings vibing, rhythm taking control. Whispers in the lounge, my scent sets the mood. Gleam in her eye suggests she understood. Cologne hit the air, chemistry so rare. Ladies clutching pearls, catching my snare. Fern and cedar whispers, secrets in a bottle. She follow every step like a model, full throttle. Evening getting late, scent lingering behind. Mesmerized expression, she lost in her mind. Jazz melodies humming like a lover's soft touch. One spritz got her starstruck, wanting so much. Keyboard keeping mellow, hips swaying on beats. Her gaze steady, drawn close by the heat. Words a necessary, fragrance doing my talking. Seduction or a strong, got us both walking. Cologne hit the air, chemistry so rare. Ladies clutching pearls, catching my snare. Fern and cedar whispers, secrets in a bottle. She follow every step like a model, full throttle. Evening getting late, scent lingering behind. Mesmerized expression, she lost in her mind. Jazz melodies humming like a lover's soft touch. One spritz got her starstruck, wanting so much. Keyboard keeping mellow, hips swaying on beats. Her gaze steady, drawn close by the heat. Words unnecessary, fragrance doing my talking. Seduction or a strong, got us both walking. Keyboard keeping mellow, hips swaying on beats. Her gaze steady, drawn close by the heat. Words unnecessary, fragrance doing my talking. Seduction or strong, like a model, full throttle.